Yo, Imi, hunga na itimbo sasa. Pano panika nyaya karikupisa. We just wanna talk about it, machitika. Welcome. Oh, you know what time it is. Send it to your friends so they also be a part of this. You cannot describe what you feel, huh? We're taking Zimbabwe to the world, huh? Yeah, this is Black and Forth. Welcome. This is Black and Forth.
Welcome. It's another episode. This is a special one. Mr. Chirisa is not feeling too well, so he couldn't be with us today, which is why we are now, the camera is going to switch and there's going to be a review with in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang!
Pew, 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 pew.
Bullet up selector.
You're too excited to be here. You look way too excited. You look
I'm a little bit excited.
You look like
I'm
one
more
of the,
nervous than excited, though.
You look like one of those people that like they go on TV to snitch. They're like, I can't wait for the cameras. Well, why are you here? Can you tell the people why you're here?
You asked me to come here.
No. Technically speaking, I asked you to come here, but you were so ready. Like your yes, I immediately regretted it.
No, but we've talked about doing this for a long time, like back and forth. And we were like, no, it's not a good idea. But I guess I've always wanted to see what it would be like. So when you said it, I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the baddie in chief. This is my Maisha. This is the love of my life. This is the woman.
Oh, that's so sweet, babe. Oh, off
This-
to a good start.
This is the woman behind the scenes. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Very excited to be here. Very excited.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting episode. But before we go any further, this episode is proudly brought to you by the good people at Mukuru. I need to implore you guys, Tumirai Mari. You use Mukuru.
Always, yeah.
Good
I
answer.
do.
Good,
Oh well,
good
yeah.
answer. Hold down. But yeah, we use Mukuru in this family. And you guys, if you haven't already, which I don't think you guys haven't, but just for the sake of saying it, because the good people at Mukuru paid us to say this, please download the Mukuru app using the link that is in the description. Punishment giveaway, punishment discount code, and you can also buy your family groceries from South Africa. Like you literally can buy groceries instead of this episode is also brought to you by the good people at Matopos Gin. Ginaldo. People say in face Doro.
Do you know what? When you said you didn't drink, it was actually quite shocking to me. I thought you were like trying to be like the good boy image.
You
like
thought I
the
was trying
early
to impress
days.
you?
I really did, yeah. I really did.
By saying I don't drink.
Yeah, I really did. But
So this is their new line. This is Matopos Gin. This is lime and chili. Yeah.
Lime and chili, yeah. This seems to be especially made for Vanadaksinga Kanyama Nyama.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they sip on a cocktail, for that.
Yeah. This is chili and
Kazam.
lime. And a bold fusion of chili and lime, crafting a fiery twist that redefines the essence of a classic refreshment. So, yeah, go on matoposgin.co.uk. Grab yourself some Matopos gin. Tell them could we send you guys. I took this to Zim. This is incredible gin. Because everyone that I asked to drink this was just like, ew. Zimbabwe. But Mr. Chirisa, we takuvi grind ngirikini vanhu vakaona muchimwa maheineken muchiviga muchasese, but this one because tabhadharwa mune muchimwa totsvaka coffee table kamudara Chirisa kanenge akaisa pachitoro wamatopos gin. So all the upcoming episodes muchaona mukomana by the time inozopera episode anenge apinda mulevel panogona kuti I can't wait for Munashe to become my titi. But yeah, man, this is incredible. Jim.
Tongomwaridzira anongorara
Yeah,
upstairs.
anongorara
Like you'll be
upstairs.
comfortable, you'll chill, really enjoy. Yeah. Hey.
What do you think about the new look, the new studio?
I really like the new studio actually. I really, really like it.
Can you
I
be
didn't
can you
realize.
be honest? Could you can you be honest? Can you be honest as in your journey to getting to where you are, where you like it, your hateration.
Well,
You are a hater, weren't you?
wait, on the
On everything. Don't say on the
No, I liked the concept. I like the concept of having a studio at home. It's perfect because remember before we had the studio at home, we were recording. Where was it? In
Bedford.
Yeah, and we had to trek to Bedford, baby in tow and
Yeah.
everything, like every week or every other week or something, right?
Yeah.
And it was a lot. But having the studio here
And
is
then
so
after that,
convenient.
turn the living room upside down while people are
Yo.
sleeping.
Oh, I think I hated that more than going to Bedford.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like the studio and I like that, you're constantly improving it and doing new things and keeping it fresh, like bringing my curtains in here.
Did I not pay? Did you not make me pay for this?
You didn't pay
Actually,
enough. You
I'm
didn't
so
pay
glad you
enough.
bring. Did you not make me pay for this kitten?
I did, but you didn't
Okay.
pay enough. I'll tell you that for sure. Yeah,
Do you
and
remember when I
really
told
like
you I
the
was going
paneling.
to add the panels? What did you say? I'm like, "Mm."
Was I against the paneling?
No, you didn't see what it would look like.
No, I've seen the paneling
And you're
done.
like,
No, I've seen the paneling on like Pinterest and everything, and it's such a dope thing. And
even when
I
I
guess I
told,
didn't realize just how good it would look.
and then even
It
when I
looks
told
so
you
dope.
that I needed it to be black, and you're like, black.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the black, to be honest. I was really hating on the black because the curtain is quite dark, and then the walls are quite dark.
And then now,
But now, yeah, it's really nice. Actually, it looks really, really cool. Very cool. I like it. I like it even more now that it's like covering the whole wall.
I wanted to give you guys context because I live with my biggest hater, like this. So when you guys hate on social media, it's like it's nothing I've not seen. I'm like, wow, the quality of like I get this hate like in real time. Kutongomuka hate yakumira jama zvamuri kufunga izvi. So it's like when I see people on social media like this then that also the high wow pa den pang mumpa. So I'm not phased. Thank you for the training, babe.
Oh, babe, that's quite harsh.
No.
Sounds quite harsh.
No, but
It sounds like I'm critical all the time. Like,
I think it's okay. Let me. It's functional hating.
yeah, I
Like,
like you
it's
to refine. I want to see you because I know you're capable of amazing, beautiful things. So it's not hate. I'm trying to refine your ideas. Get you to dig deeper and get to like the really good stuff. So it's not really hating.
No, it's not really hating.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's support and love. It's just packaged differently.
But now let's talk about your biggest hate.
My biggest.
You've been hating on this podcast very hard.
Do you know what, Ska? I think the podcast just started at a time when my life has been so hectic. But I support the podcast bigly. Like, people don't see the behind the scenes. People don't see me making dinner for you guys and making sure you eat the finest food during the podcast, drinks and snacks on tap and everything. Like, that's major support. Don't you think that's more support than watching it and listening to it?
I want you to get.
I do listen to it though. I do listen to it when I'm driving.
Are you part of the bring Saza in the morning back? Oh, but there's been a lot of.
Am I part of Bring Us in the Morning back?
Or are you about progress?
I'm about progress.
Okay.
I'm about growth and I'm about progress. And I love BFF. I think the synergy is really dope. The energy you guys bring to it is very balanced, very, very dope. So I'm definitely BFF gang. I just don't watch it. I listen to it though.
Just a quick update with regards to the propaganda tour. We I have to summon all. I wish people see how stressful all of this is, man. I wish there was a way for me to share this without sounding ungrateful. I wish there really was, because sometimes I feel like putting out a tweet like the things that, like this Dubai show.
Yo, not even before we even get to the Dubai show, the Schengen visa showed you flames, Shem. Yeah, they showed you flames. How many times did you go up there? Like 3 times.
3 times.
3 times. I think you were just very anxious about it as
I
well
was.
because you did go on the wrong day the first time.
That was the reason. So the first day I went a day early to my appointment.
Yeah.
That was the first thing, and it's like, and then I had to stay overnight in London to wait for my actual appointment, and then at my actual
And then she was
appointment,
like,
and then she was like, you need to get
a new appointment. You've
and then
been here
yeah.
already. Yeah, that was hectic.
But it's here, so by the time this episode comes out, I'll actually be in Poland. The Poland show, like, there's just so much excitement. Like right now, we have about 40 people on the waiting list, which is giving me stress because that's money. Like I'm really so
uncaptured value.
I'm really so stressed. Like
yeah, I'd be stressed too, to be honest.
the venue. So the venue themselves were like, we can do like an overflow. We can set up outside, because I think they themselves are like, how did you guys sell out? Like, yeah. But so work it out. I've been getting messages of people saying, my tickets are better. It might be a thing of coming back at a later down
another day.
another, because Warsaw is closed. But Berlin, I don't know what's happening in Berlin, man. I don't know.
Yeah, when you Poland, I don't go fly. When
I-
you Berlin, because
that was my first thought. Turns out it's not that close to each other. Like they're not. But yeah, man. Poland, Berlin. Then afterwards we come back Zimfest next week. Are you excited for Zimfest?
I'm excited for Zimfest. This is gonna be my
What-
first one. I've never been to Zimfest.
There is Winky D,
Oof.
Enzo Aisha.
I'm excited.
Right. You see, your real character is coming out. Your real character is coming
Oh
out.
my
People,
God.
you're trying to.
Aiyo, but like I'm myself. I'm just being myself.
Ita zvaunonyatsoita, because that's what chakukandwa. Ita zvaunoita chaizvo. Nyatsopronounce in your proper.
Oh my God.
But Zimfest after that, then
what's next? July. What? Oh, we're already in July.
Yeah.
August.
Birmingham on the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
That show, I expect Birmingham to be fully sold out this month end. Then Manchester should. It's a very small venue as well. Manchester is disappearing very quickly. Then we have London the next day. Then Glasgow on the 13th. Then Edinburgh on the 14th of September. Dublin, we are just finalizing a few details with the venue, but that's on the 26th of October. Hopefully we can sneak in some America dates in between there. And Dubai. Originally the show in Dubai was meant to be on the 4th. Something went wrong with that, because my village reaches Aidaku, and then we moved it to the 17th, and then so now we are looking for a date that is comfortable, because the show in Dubai is looking to be one of the most expensive shows on the tour. So our argument has been, if it's that expensive, then give us time to sell tickets. Don't just give us a month.
Yeah, I guess
So
that makes
give
sense,
give us at least enough time to try and get that money back. So that's been the argument, where these people are just like, Tibe Mario, I have to pay for permits, flights. So that's been the headache. But I'm so grateful to everyone that's been behind the scenes working hard, man, making sure these shows happening. These shows are happening the way in Germany. I have my guy Vuli. In Dubai, there's my girl Kuda. In Poland, my guys Chris, my guy Ropa, all the gentlemen that are setting up. I think who I'm forgetting a lot of people.
Yeah, but I'm sure they know it's love.
Yeah, I'm forgetting a lot of people because my microphone under pressure. But shout out to my boy Nigel, man. Every time I'm stressed, I call Nigel just to offload because I know
He
too
understands.
stressed kwake. So I tend to go kutirana stress and but basically the theme of this year is Apanansarani Sent. How has this tour
sense.
been like?
It's been hard, Shem.
It's
been so hard.
What's been the hardest part for you about this tour?
About this tour. You being away so much.
Can you tell people when I told you that we're possibly going to do 3 shows in Harare, what did you say?
I was like, 3. No, actually, it was the first date, right? It was the first day, and then that sold out.
Yeah.
It sold out in like within the week, right?
I think that one was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The first one was like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, okay. And then you were like, oh, I'm adding another date. And I was like, the same venue. And then you were like, yeah. And I was like, oh. I honestly didn't think that one would move very much, to be honest. I was like, and then that sold out. I was like, oh, nice. And then you were like, a third date. I was like, Jaman. I'm gonna say like for real. I was like, there's no way. I honestly didn't expect the third one to sell out. I guess for me, I was still thinking about the days when you were doing the first show. What was the first show?
2019.
Yeah, 2019. That was Reps, right?
Yeah.
And then 2020 when we
2022.
Oh, look at me saying we.
Yeah, there's a we.
Yeah.
Big we. 2022 7 Arts.
When you did 7 Arts, and then when we did
Celebration Center.
So yeah, but for the first 2 shows, it was literally a hustle. Like it was in the streets,
pounding the pavement.
Yeah, and yeah.
How far?
Yeah, so that I guess that's where my mind was still. Like that push.
Is it going to work out?
Is it gonna work out?
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I think definitely this arrangement of having like stockists for the tickets.
Yeah.
Definitely relieved you of so much work and stress.
Yeah.
Because you'd be so tired, Shem, after being out all day. You used to go everywhere.
I think that's why people struggle to believe that I don't drink.
Because you would be in the club or Mbawa or my beer garden pushing those tickets. So yeah.
People said, I think at some point people
like started avoiding.
Yeah. Because you just look at me like, and what a shorter. You just look like Munasna ticket. But yeah, so podcast stuff. Let's get it. There's so much to discuss. So many things that I wanted. So yeah, Munashe for this episode. You need to behave like Munashe. You need to react. As a matter of fact,
no.
You're Munashe.
But Munashe is funny though. Munashe is funny.
So
I'm not funny like Munashe.
Self-awareness is key, but let's try. Let's not.
Wow, babe. So you're saying I'm not funny?
Munashe Arba West End, right?
Yeah, but Arba West End, actually, Aruta my jokes.
Why are you doing this?
No, like.
Why are you trying to?
But I
am.
All right. Let's just get on with the episode, and people can judge for themselves. People can see for themselves.
Right, so Mr. Chiris. Sorry. Babe.
All right, okay. Yes, Mukudze.
That's not what he does. I'm like, Chimtala!
Wadi!
All right, so this is the section where we would then go into all the stories that are happening, since you don't really know what happens on this. Donald Trump almost got
He got shot in the ear.
Yeah. Have you seen the footage of how it actually happened?
I've heard it.
No, I
but
mean
haven't
like
seen it.
the how he ended up getting shot in the ear. So he actually tilts his
Yeah,
head like
like,
slightly, and
and then just goes. Poof.
I want to stop myself there because I'm going to apply for this visa. I have so many jokes, so many
I have
thoughts,
so
and
many jokes. So many.
I don't feel safe anymore. I didn't realize I'm making jokes with a British citizen. And I want to apply for this visa. I'm excluded for visa application purposes. I don't have any Trump
What?
jokes.
Do you think it was staged?
I don't have any opinion about this.
You do.
No,
But
my
aren't they the champions of free speech? This is free speech,
I
right?
don't think right now they're that free. I don't think they're that free. I think everyone is lim. Do you see the guy akanyorwa tsamba after he made fun of Rishi Sunak on TikTok? Akanyorwa tsamba got German, dial it down a little bit.
That woman was taken to court for calling Rishi Sunak and Negrini coconuts, right?
Andrew Wana.
Yeah.
So.
We really have to dial things down.
No, you are fine.
I'm fine.
I'm not. My passport is green. So
Ish, yeah.
I have to be very, very aware. Kuti, what's happening? But England lost. Though the Euros came to an end.
It didn't come home.
It didn't come home. It will never come home until England
Never.
returns everything that they stole to other people's homes. That's my I think I should tweet.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can't really do
Biana
that.
is in a London museum
Like,
somewhere.
for real, right? Ish, that's disgraceful.
You cannot be shouting it's coming home.
Disgraceful.
Tangai madzosera zvinhu zvese.
Yeah, Isha, it's embarrassing. Shem.
British Museum look like evidence room. Like German
Is this English culture?
But the story that I really wanted to speak about, because this one I can speak about with freedom. Do you know Mike Chimombe?
I do. Yeah, the guy who was arrested with his body.
Yeah, with his
over
homie
these
about
fraud allegations.
Yeah, these fraud. So it turns out they're still in remand prison.
Is this the longest that Mbinga has stayed in remand?
This might be the longest Mbinga with ZANU-PF. No, it can't be. I'm pretty sure there are others that. But we don't know. He might get there. He might get there. We don't want to jinx it for him.
Still in there.
You know. But it turns out Mike Chimombe is still in remand. Their case have been, they haven't been able to get bail. It has been postponed until the 7th of August. And
7th of August?
Yep.
That's a long time.
Yep.
And they've already been in there for what? Nearly a month, right?
Yep.
Yeah, ZANU-PF. Okay. The courts take the piss.
Do you know, I know Mike Chimombe is stressed in there right now. Like stressed because if there's one thing, a cardinal rule parare is my baby Amires Nabas. If there's one thing that I know for a fact, is my baby. My baby give you whenever any Mbinga is going through some things, like a bank account shift or Ningri, they give you
cooling off period.
Yeah, they give you 3 business days to figure it out.
But when it was not pure allowance here,
No,
like a month.
waka. We're saying kuti, if you are a big guy, you are probably with the baddie that everybody wants to be with.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right? You probably have the baddies that saka kana vanhu vakaona pavhura vacancy cup.
Untapped value.
Pavhurika vacancy cup. Saka I know kuti he's stressed right now. My baddie yangu.
Is he a single guy? Is he single?
I don't know what you think that means. I don't know why you think that's of any consequence in this conversation.
Yeah, that was a stupid question.
Like why is that of my baddie? Because especially even when he does come out of jail.
I think I was asking my league tables, I guess.
But not even, he might just come back as his bank account will still probably be untouched, but my baddies will just be like, for aesthetic purposes, we need you to kumbono gezo. Nata ne chichi. Nata ne inda chichi. They're like,
Ew.
Like they're not
Ew.
certain. Like I can't give it 3 weeks, Mike. It's Chimwenda when you start. because they're not sure. Like, and can you blame them?
No. No.
2 months usiripa game wongodzoka wongoti.
There's probably some guys in there like.
What are you? So you could do with some rent money. Is this Badinchegra on my mimosa? Vanhu vachitenga ndigona kuganda muka anoti ndigona kuganda muka garden flat. uruda but unozama madhiri anoitwa paharare so ekuti iwo right now pane mufanhu ari kutotexta bhebhi rake so raari kuti like love of his life kuti can we do Highlands Park same bhebhi ro ri kutextwa nempinga kuti hausudaireka cluster. See, like we need to introduce financial fair play. Paharare.
My class I am Greendale.
Imagine. Same baby ro tesa kuti let's go for smoothies.
Smooch.
Pa smooch. Ndo same person arunza. Ndokuitira udaka cluster cup.
Yeah. It's
Life
tight.
is not fair.
It's so unfair. Yeah, it's so unfair. Do you know what? I think that also contributes to this following that Shadaya has. Because guys just can't get girls anymore. It's not fair anymore.
Indian wedding. There was an Indian wedding.
Sure.
Son of the richest man from Asia got married last week. Apparently, they'd been having these celebrations for months.
From the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Which culminated in this very, very... everyone was there.
Yeah, I don't think there's a word that describes it. Because lavish and extravagant.
Opulence. Like Marie Antoinette level.
Oh, yeah.
Let them eat cake.
Oh, yeah.
That's let them eat cake.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Kim Kardashian was there.
Boris Johnson
was there.
With his kids.
Strive Masiwa was there. With his kids. And that's how I know that I don't know if it's but from the Instagrams that I saw, people walked away with what looked like Rolex watches. As gifts for attending the wedding. Isusu.
But all the people that got Rolexes don't need help getting a Rolex.
You remember patakachata babe panguva yemagifts ndandakaita kutarisa vanhu vachi idzo dziri kudya costlo dzasvika here gifts table.
Do you know what kind?
MC ndemukwenya akabamukura kuti nemukono wavo wemombe ngabvisa wasanga like how are you rich enough to give people gifts for attending your wedding?
And here we are most of us trying to break even on the wedding gifts just to justify having the wedding itself.
Ndakava ndatopinda ndikatowedzera matickets ndakawedzera £2 pamatickets.
Itra vanhu vasirivo hasha. Do you know what? Have we had this conversation before? Of would you rather put everyone on an allowance or would you put everyone to work?
To graft. Vanhu kugraft.
But why though? If you can afford
entitlement.
No, but if you are that wealthy, so
entitlement. We both know people that are very, very wealthy, and we both know how much their kids work hard. Like how we know those people because entitlement. You don't want people thinking kuti aiwa ndogona kumuka nchaza uri mudenga ndichiningirikira.
Yeah, I get it, but you also want them to know, right, that there's a safety net for them.
I want them to know I want them to know as a theory, not in practicality. I want them to be scared a little bit. Because ndikasashanda ndogona kubenda. But if push comes to shove, no one is, sucking dick for money. Like no one
That's
will,
so blunt.
no one will get there. But I want them to have cafe. You know, that means good. You're putting in the hours that you need to. You're showing up to work on time. You respect your work. You respect the people that you're working with. Because mariacho yarutemba kuti isvike papo yakashandirwa.
But it's really, really, it's really, really hard to manage people that you're related to, though. How do you how do you then manage them? Like, okay, so if someone is underperforming, what do you do?
Kune HR
You would actually put Hamazako
very much
in HR process.
because varofana kutonzwisisa kuti hakusi kuti vanenge vauya kwandiri kavakatowana basa tendatongovasenderawo link yekuti kune mabasa hamuzorishaya mukaaplya but muri kutoaplya.
Then if it gets to a point you have to work to find out Zingamuno, what do you do?
We just look for something that better suits their talent. Zvakutoita pane munhu wauri kutaura. I don't know how much you've been keeping up with this Maverick City kerfuffle in Zim.
Do you know what? I saw tweets. Do you know there's a girl I follow. No. It was, where was it? It was Tembalami. He just announced that he won't be performing.
Yeah.
And then I saw tweets on Twitter, people just saying, what's going on with Maverick City? What's going on with Maverick City? What's the deal? What's the nyaya?
Oh, I thought you found out.
No, I didn't.
Nyaya dzakasangana dzakarerekera for the most part to gospel music, I tend to tune out because there's a lot of hypocrisy that is involved in those conversations. But from the little I could glean was, I think there's some noise about Maverick City and the direction that they've been taking with their music, and people saying their performances are becoming questionable. What I didn't know, or what I still don't know, whether that was a Zimbabwean conversation or that was an international conversation.
Oh, okay.
Because the blowback seems to be primarily in Zimbabwe, where everybody who's been associated with the Zimbabwe show, the Zimbabwe leg of the show, has cancelled. So Anatolia, Tembalami.
Oh yeah, that's the other one that I saw as well. Toria was like, "Oh, I won't be part of the show."
Kuregirwa in advance. Who's that? Take sure,
yeah.
Yeah, cancelled. There's somebody else. So it seemed as if there was a whole Satanism allegation.
What?
Yeah, seemed as if you remember back in the day when
Satanism.
Yeah. That was the underlying thing. Remember back in the day when Pagambeta, music in the worshiping devil worshiper seems to have come back. People alleging Kuti Maverick City, some of their things seems like an initiation ritual. What I don't know.
Maybe Mari or people are not getting paid.
No. Initiation. So I think the Zimbabwean artists that were pulling out were now doing it to protect their brands.
Okay.
Which to me was very questionable, because I'm like, first of all, do you guys not have contracts? Well, surely you can't just cancel a performance of flimsy allegation like that. Secondly, this noise about Maverick City seems to be dying down. And they seem to still be coming to Zimbabwe. So what happens now?
Well,
because you jumped the gun.
Yeah, but it's not just about a performance, I guess. It's not just about the show. For some of these artists, maybe it really is a spiritual thing.
If it is that, then fair and fine.
Yeah.
But if it's purely from peer pressure about Zimbabwe, good even on social media have said good in that is the worst reason to not do anything, because Zimbabweans are so fickle.
Oh yeah.
Nguva yakwana Ivy Combo vanhu kweta ngwandombole kuma gospel show. It's the only difference is kwakusina Illuminati. Ivy Combo akararama nguva inoi. Yeah, Illuminati and social media.
Yeah.
She would be accused of tende kudenga tende kudenga.
Yeah.
We turn all those songs into war cries. So if that is reason, Kudanzi, or this music is not how I don't know, man. I hope the
Yeah,
artists
that
that
one is
cancelled. It's a
that
tricky
one is
one.
yeah, it's very tricky, especially if it's something that really is faith. If it's a decision that's faith based, then yeah, bagaiba. But shout out to them for sticking to what they really believe in and being authentic to their beliefs. So
I hope it was not social media, man, because social media pressure is the worst reason to not do anything.
yeah,
Because those people
yeah.
move on, and then
People move on so
you've
fast.
you've
You've missed out on
you've
an
missed out on an opportunity
opportunity.
to network,
Yeah.
to connect to a new audience. And you know the crazy thing is, a good percentage of the people that will be talking nonsense about whatever particular show weren't going to come anyway.
Yeah.
Rumor or no rumor,
I don't know my tickets.
vanhu vasingatoende kumashow egospel kutongopfuura one pari kuitwa noizi
They're not even the target market.
ndezvesatanism izvo.
But but why don't Maverick City say something about it then?
I think for the most part, Americans, guy, they don't really respond to negative. They just pile on. They just continue. What I've seen is that they're definitely focusing on, oh, can you guys tell us the cool hangout places to be in when we come to Zim?
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So they've sidestepped it.
Maybe Zim is not even a big enough market for them to even want to straighten out.
I mean, they're
any
doing it in a
kind of
stadium.
allegations.
I mean, it's not a big stadium, but they're doing it in a stadium. So I think they were still targeting.
But do you know what? Actually, a lot of big gospel artists, international artists, come to Zim. Do you remember Anzanuyu? What's his name? Travis Green came last
Travis
year.
Green, Kirk Franklin. I think Maverick City and Kirk Franklin are like
People go to gospel shows in Zim. So I guess maybe they just feel like we don't go often enough, so it's not really like it's not a big deal. But hey, but it's a.
I wonder what I
addressing
would check in with some of my homies who are part of that world and just check what the temperature is like.
Yeah.
Team Rangorepa C Media, I'll just check it to find out
what's the real deal.
What's the real deal? What's going on? But what are you watching on TV? Right
Game of Thrones. No, Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon.
Episode what? Episode 5.
5. We're up to 5 now.
Waiting for all of it to.
Oh, you want to binge?
Where are you watching it?
On Sky. On Sky.
Why are you a lie? Why? Tell the people the truth.
On Sky, babe.
Okay, cool.
I'm watching it online. I'm streaming it.
Where are you streaming it?
On HBO. No. I don't know. Babe, I just ask you to find the episode for me, and then I just watch it.
Me
where does it come from? You didn't get it. Do you know what? I don't think it would be proper for me to say, because then it will sound like I am promoting the platform.
Fair enough.
Of which
compliance.
They're not paying me to do so. No free promo over here.
Fair enough. What else are you watching? House of the Dragon, what?
And all the YouTube analysis of House of the Dragon.
You're watching Dark Matter at some point.
Oh my God. If you want stress in your life, if you want like a thriller drama, like cliffhanger kind of, like what's going on, confusion, Dark Matter is a good one to watch. I'm just so into, like, I've been watching a lot of shows that have some concept of
time travel,
the multiverse, and Apple TV seem to be killing it in terms of sci-fi. They are they are absolutely killing it. And
what's the other one that you
really
also watched? The one with the day, night.
Foundation. Yeah, Foundation is done for. They've done 2 seasons. There's another one that I was watching quite recently though. What was it? another really good one on Apple TV as
We
well.
watch
It's called.
we
Ah,
watch very different
I
things
can't remember.
on Apple
I
TV.
can't remember the name, but that one is about. It's also about sort of like almost like a multiverse, but it's also got space. All the things that I love. Time travel,
For all
space.
mankind.
No, not for. That's a really good one again for all mankind. But there's another one. Um,
Silo.
that's another good one. No, not Silo. Apple TV is churning them out, man. Churning them out.
Yeah, they're trying.
That's going to bother me now. Let me find it. Yeah, so that one is about it's another space one. Space time travel kind of show. Really dope. Oh great, I'm not gonna find it now. Oh well. I'll mention it next time.
Next time. Next time.
Yeah, next
What
time.
is going on here?
Yeah, next time.
And then
Constellation.
Constellation.
Yeah, Constellation. That's a really good one. It's about astronauts who have an accident in space. One of them dies. Some of them survive. They come back. And then weird things. She comes back to a different reality, basically. Her car, the color of her car is different. Her daughter's hair color is different. Her relationship with her husband is different. So she starts to think, hang on, what's going on here? Turns out, in a parallel universe, she's the one that dies.
Oh, yeah.
And the other astronaut survives. So
I don't know what's happening with Apple
one.
TV in terms of promoting their shows.
Bro.
Because they just put out
so
good
stressful. Because they have so much dope content. But then
you can't find enough people to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like there's not enough support groups.
Exactly. Like, so okay. I when I get into a show, I'm talking all the YouTube analysis, the Reddit.
How many Game of Thrones books do you have?
I've read all of them.
Yeah, but how many do you have actually in this house?
I have the box set of the 5, and then I have Blood and Fire. So House of the Dragon is based on Blood and Fire. I've read Blood and Fire. And then I also have the A Song of Ice and Fire book, which has all the pictures and all the stories about all the different houses of Westeros and everything. So I wouldn't call myself a nerd though.
What do you do for work?
I do techie stuff. I don't really do techie stuff.
Is it something that you can explain to people in 3 short sentences, or it's?
Yes, I think I can manage to explain it in 3 seconds. In 3 sentences.
No, not that I want you to. I'm just trying to show you that it's very nerdy stuff.
Okay, it's a little bit nerdy.
Okay, thank you.
But that doesn't make me a nerd. I just happen to work there.
Okay. Chagukandwa chira. On the other hand, I watched I'm so jealous of South Africa right now because they seem to have figured out this comedy pocket.
You've been watching South African comedy?
Yeah, like the shows that they have on Netflix. You know, those how to
ruin Christmas, how to
ruin love. And then recently they put out Lobola Man. And
yeah.
I don't know whether it was the day that I watched it but I was laughing my head off. Like,
wait, hold on.
No, let's move on.
No, wait.
No,
wait. When did you watch Lobola Man?
Huh?
When did you watch it?
As in what do you mean?
You've watched it already?
Huh?
But you came to me
for the sake of this podcast, I had to watch it.
But baby, you said it was literally Xora and Izuro and you were like, oh, do you want to watch this together? What happened to that?
We ended up being it might have happened.
What do you mean might have happened?
I don't know. He did something, and then we had to focus on Might.
Are you just blaming on the baby?
I mean, he's not here. He can't defend himself. So
Anyway, okay. So how was it then?
it was very good.
How was
I mean,
Zolani's performance?
it was
Oh, that's not
incredible.
his real name, but
Lawrence Maleka.
yeah.
It was very good. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those stories like you know where the story is going, right? But
yeah, because like the
rom-com format and
Yeah.
what you know where the story is going, but you're just so impressed with these people are like the performances themselves. Like people are doing what they need to do. And I've seen it happen consistently throughout. Like South Africans have been given movies and whatnot, and it's just so dope. And considering how close we are to that country, it's just like wow.
Well, they have a whole
Wow.
industry that supports
Yeah, they do.
that all of that. So
I mean, Maria Productions gonna make Chimombe, Tingambudzi, Daya Iswa.
anyway,
Anyway,
yeah, we grieve for the arts.
but there's also on Apple TV, Presumed Innocence.
With
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
Incredible,
Really?
incredible. Because drama for me, sci-fi. I watch sci-fi out of form. Just because when something gets to that point where everyone is talking about it and you don't want to get left out, I'll watch it. I tried to get into dark matter, but I don't have the patience because like I like the performance. I like Jennifer Connelly. She's dope. I didn't know who the guy was, but he was dope in the performance.
So dope.
He's so good. But then for me, I think I would have gotten into it if I had binged it. Right. The fact that I had to wait for new episode to come out by
Every
the time
week,
I would be
you're
like,
over it.
yeah, I'm over it. I like drama.
All your episodes there.
Yeah, I like drama. I like all my episodes. But for me, I like story driven, not calculus driven. Like I have to remember the equation that got us, or this is the door that they moved. This guy is trying to. There's just too much math in
No,
dark
but then
matter.
with dramas, right? The reason I don't enjoy dramas is that it's literally stuff that could actually happen to me, and that's so scary. And
Like
I
this
can't.
this is real life.
Yeah, it's too close
You
to
start
real life.
projecting and
Yeah. So I need something that
very
takes me
far
away,
removed.
so far removed from reality. Something that I can really get lost in, that can really get my imagination going. That's the kind of thing I enjoy that I enjoy watching. I just can't do anything that's too close to reality. I'm like, this is stressful because there was another Apple TV show where what's it called, about the child, where the
Defending
parents,
Jacob.
bro, I was like, what? Why would you make something like this? Because like as a parent, you're like, no
Yeah.
way. So yeah, it needs to be far, 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 far from reality or the realms of possibility for me to really enjoy it.
Munashi and I were going to discuss top 5 Nollywood baddies on this episode.
Okay. Do you have pictures?
No, we don't.
Why wouldn't you have pictures?
That's not how this, because when we discuss baddies, it comes from the heart. For us, there's no pictures required. You just say Genevieve.
Genevieve is wholesome. She's always gonna make everyone's list.
No, but not because she's wholesome. Wholesome is
She's wholesome and she's beautiful. She's like the full package. She's super smart.
Iniedo. Do you remember Iniedo?
Yeah, I know Iniedo.
The problem is we don't know. I realized when I was coming up with my list that I don't know their real names. I know what, like, I would know, like, you have to describe the movie and whatnot. Really need to brush up on
Nollywood.
Yeah, brush up like on there was a time when Nollywood had everyone in a chokehold in Zimbabwe. Oh my goodness.
Man, those movies were so good, man. I really enjoyed Nollywood.
To God be the glory.
Every time. Every time.
The part that I hated was how African parents would always try to turn a movie into a life lesson.
Every time.
Handi unaona?
Ndo zvinoitika ukadaiso daiso.
Aita nhumbuka. Hanumuona? Vangu vari kuchikoro ka
Ah.
vachidzidza nhingirini vazofarisa vatanga kumwa. Hanumuona? Because I think in the beginning the movies that we used to see before they became like movies, I think even Nollywood, they would always try to make them profound, the movies themselves.
Yeah, there was always like a lesson, like a life lesson.
Before they got into just, billionaire boys, it's just a fun movie.
Yeah. There was a lot of like Cinderella stories, evil stepmothers.
Rags to riches.
Yeah.
I will never forget.
Ndakakura ndichishorwa type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll never forget this. You know that old wise guy? I think he's called Peter someone.
Oh,
Peter
yeah. The guy with the...
Yeah. I will never forget him saying, character is like pregnancy. You cannot hide it. You will never. Because I was so young, but I remember thinking, ooh, bars! Bars!
Yeah, that's true though. You can't... Hey, that's deep.
It was so deep. And I'm talking, I was probably like 13 years old. I will never forget. Character is like pregnancy.
Ah, that's deep, eh?
You cannot hide it. I mean, pane munhu angaita sina basa. And this person had always tried to be sleazy, but akazobatwa pachikona zve. And just like, so he was saying that we always knew that this is the real you.
Yeah. Namanyanga arikutirwa for real.
Patience.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Such a good actress.
If there was justice in this world, that woman would be where Tyler Perry is right now.
Oh, yeah. That's true, yeah.
Because the things that she has done for African TV, that woman.
Yeah, she's done one thing, though. Very typecast.
That's why I
Zero
said Tyler
range.
Perry. If there was justice, Tyler Perry has done one thing. And he has a whole studio. Tyler Perry is employing. There's no justice in this world.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's played that one character. And then she was in another movie recently where she was actually like a cool lady, and you're like,
Nah.
no, don't do this again.
Nah.
No. It doesn't
Don't.
work.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you want to discuss before we sign out?
Speaking of range, who do you think has range?
We've had this conversation before.
It's always a fun conversation to have.
Local or what? International? African?
African would be a very short list.
You have said Leo DiCaprio doesn't have range.
When did I say that?
Don't do that in front of the camera, Ska.
When did I say that? Actually, when did I say that? Leo's got range.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, range.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Range.
Denzel Washington.
I don't think Denzel has range like that.
What are you talking about?
He couldn't do a comedy. I don't see
He's
him
done
doing...
comedies.
What has he done?
Early in his career. I think there is one with Whitney where early in his as a matter of fact, Denzel, you can actually almost argue that Denzel does dark comedy. Because he is funny, but he's not meant to be funny.
Yeah.
So you find like in Training Day, he was funny, but he's villain funny. In American Gangster, he's funny, but he's not meant to be funny. He can absolutely do comedy. I'm certain these movies, I can't think of them at the top of my head right now because triple pressure. But I'm certain he's done, aside from that, I think the Bishop's, is it the Bible or something wives or the Bishop's wife or something, early on with Whitney and Courtney B. Vance, where he comes down as an angel.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
And he starts falling in love with the pastor. He comes...
Yes.
Yeah. Starts falling in love with the pastor.
That sounds like a crazy plot.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to watch that one then.
Yeah, and what's the Denzel? So Leo has range.
Yeah, I think Leo has range.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Do you know what? When I think Morgan Freeman, I hate to say this, but when I think Morgan Freeman, I think his voiceovers.
now I'm going to. I know the answer to this, but
And God
I want
in Bruce
people
Almighty.
I want people to hear your answer. Who's your favorite actor?
My favorite actor.
Yeah.
Do I have one?
Yeah, you do.
I do.
It's a very weird one because you're like, how did you get there? But who's the actor who, if we say this guy is in this series, movie, advert, you're like, I'm watching it.
Oh, now I'm on the spot. I can't think.
It's right there.
Who is it?
It's a white guy.
White guy. That doesn't really
For
narrow
the most
it down.
part, he's bald. He's tall.
Bold and
It's
tall.
very funny, but unintentionally funny as well.
If I don't know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. When I now it's going to sound like I'm feeding you.
Ah, crap. See,
He
I
was in a
really suck
movie
at
with
things
Morgan
like
Freeman
this.
and Bruce Willis.
And Bruce Willis. Oh, that funny movie.
He was in
Nah, I don't know what
Billions
you're talking about.
as a guest.
Joe Malkovich. Anything with Joe Malkovich, I watch. That man has range for days. What? That guy can be a villain. He can genuinely do like a funny movie. He can act like a Forrest Gump kind of just, simple person. That guy's got range. He's got range.
So it's like you actually the person that you said doesn't have was confusing for Leo is Benedict Cumberbatch.
Zero range. Very typecast. All his movies are like some kind of, socially awkward genius. Give us more. We want more. We want to see something else. That's what he does. That's what he does. Sherlock Holmes.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
I think he was some other
Wasn't he in one of those war type?
Alan Turing.
The Code. Yeah. One of those movies. Yeah. He plays the same role. Very typecast. Anne Hathaway. Range. Oh, phenomenal. Did she have an Oscar yet?
Anne Hathaway.
Oh, incredible. She can do funny.
she can sing.
Can do serious. She can sing. She can do Disney. Amazing. Amazing. Matthew McConaughey.
Yep, she does. She has an Oscar.
Yeah. She's
and
amazing.
a BAFTA.
What did she have an Oscar for?
She has an Oscar for, I think is it not Les Miserables?
Oh, really?
Is that how they say it? Les Miserables.
I won't embarrass myself by trying to pronounce it. Les Mis. People just call it Les Mis for sure.
I think those people are clever. I think those are very Hathaway's most acclaimed and highest grossing films according to she was in Brokeback Mountain. Obviously we know her from Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
Then Devil Wears Prada,
Yeah.
then Get Smart, then Rachel Getting Married, these Love and Other Drugs, The Dark Knight Rises, Les Mis, Interstellar. The Intern. Ocean's 8.
Anything with space. Anything with space I'm watching. Yeah. Right.
So we've come to the end of the episode. How do you feel? Did you enjoy this?
I did, yeah.
Do you want to come back?
No.
Thank you.
You said thank you too fast, and you were
sorry.
supposed to say, "Oh, why? What can I do to
Let me
make you come back?"
redo it.
Should we do it again? Okay.
Should we do it again?
Yeah.
What? Huh?
No, I meant do that part again. Ask me again. Not let's do the episode again.
Oh, do you want to do this again?
No.
Oh, why?
That doesn't sound sincere because you're doing the thumbs up. Did you enjoy this bit?
Yeah, this was fun. It was relaxed.
Yeah.
That was not.
I actually didn't ask you any of the stuff that I actually wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you about, being a touring comedian and stuff, but we've run out of time. What was the time now?
Yeah. We've,
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about what's the best thing about planning a tour. What's the most stressful thing
the most
about
stressful
touring?
the most stressful thing is, will people buy tickets?
Mm,
You know, I always try to. I mean, people might assume that, at this point is kind of proven, but I always kind of almost wish the worst, because then everything else that happens after that is kind of like a nice surprise. But ukapinda uchiti matickets akatopera.
yeah,
But I know. So, but the that's stressful. But my favorite thing is connecting with people, man.
yeah,
Just seeing people's faces and realizing, like, yo, this person drove 2 hours, 3 hours to come see this show, and this is somebody that I've been speaking to for years online.
you
You know,
really like people, isn't it? You're really a people's guy.
I like. Yeah, I think I like being around people. I like people with good energy.
Mm,
But also my like for people has been reinforced in recent years, because part of me is just so grateful that I have a community of people that like me enough to be literally putting money in my
yeah,
post. So there's part of that is just in awe of it. Oh, we really did this, and it became an actual thing. Like,
yeah.
it stuck. So
I think that's probably your bigger talent that almost competes with
what
you being a comedian.
what
You're so good at community building and
oh,
connecting people and bringing people together
mm,
and connecting people and facilitating things. You've got a real talent for that. And when you have conversations with people and they're talking about what they're doing, it's almost like you're like, I can pull into my network and connect you to this person and bring you to this place. Yeah, I think you're really good at that. And
thanks, man.
yeah.
But yeah, so the Africa leg of this tour was incredible. Didn't enjoy the driving up and down, but getting to the places was nice.
Where
Hopefully,
was your
this
favorite?
my favorites in Zim.
Mm,
That's tough,
mm.
because I know
Which one has like, in terms of like vibes, where's the best crowd?
every like again, it's tough because like it almost felt like every crowd was trying to outdo
Mm,
the previous crowd, because we go to Guero, and then we post like, oh, this is the Guero show,
yeah,
and the next day or the next weekend we're in Mashingo, and the Mashingo people are like, oh, okay, we can outdo that.
yeah.
So it felt like it was building off that, but Mashingo really surprised me.
Mm.
There was
Because you'd never been to Mashingo
never
before.
been there, and you don't hear many good things about Mashingo in general. It's just kuno Rwaban, kune Waroi, kune
No, it's Kanandura.
exactly. You get there and you're like, these people are so in sync. They know what you're talking about. They're here to have fun. They're they are generous with their love and their time.
Mm,
It blew my mind. And then we got to Mutare.
yeah.
Mutare was dope. But blues.
Oh, yes. Like,
Kobulawayo. Kobulawayo was like the energy of the energy, and I can't find that footage anywhere.
oh, that's sad.
I can't find that footage anywhere. That was a beautiful show. The first show that we did, it was shout out to Cotton Lounge. It was incredible. Obviously, the Harare shows go without saying, because that's that. I was actually thinking about this the other day, where there's this whole adage where people are like, "Oh, a prophet is never appreciated in their hometown."
Mm.
And I was thinking, like, I cannot relate.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
for sure.
it would be the lie of my
Yeah,
life for us to say I'm
yeah.
not, because
Selling out 3 shows back to back to back.
yeah. So
Yeah.
let's see. So let's see if your Poland, your Berlins will be able to match and replicate that energy. But I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Me
looking
too.
forward to it.
Do you expect me to come to any of these shows? I've seen the Harare show.
It's not the same show, but I don't even need to tell you that it's not the same show because Dennis already told you it's not the same show. Dennis came to all 3 shows and he was like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. So what do you think the Harare show is going to be similar to a show in Poland? Those people are dodging bullets in Poland.
Huh?
Like, huh?
What bullets have they done?
Huh?
Okay. Yeah. They're close to.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, baddies and baddies,
Oh, the Baddies per square meter.
I look forward to seeing the baddies at these shows.
You do?
I do. It makes and I think I need to
It
correct.
makes your what?
I need to correct the whole assertion with baddies. What I do need to clarify now is, Kuti, when we say baddies, for us it's not a exclusionary term. We literally mean everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone is in there. All colors, all skin tones, all body shapes, all body size, everyone to me. Everyone who buys a ticket is a baddie.
It's a baddie.
That's it.
Yeah.
There is no. So when you hear me say my baddie's Muriko Eroko, don't think you cannot. Don't look aside. It actually makes me so sad. We were saying this to people were coming in at the show Kulechworth.
Nyarazo House.
And we were like, my baddie's are we? And they were like, I was like, no.
You guys.
Anyone who's bought a ticket, anyone who's carrying a ticket, the moment you click Wato baddie. So that's the reason why the match is taking too long, because we're trying to fit in everyone.
Yeah.
We it's a very inclusionary term. They, them, baddies. Everyone is in there.
Yeah.
Saga.
That's so dope.
Yeah. So
dope.
I just wanted to clarify that, Kuti. It's really not. Don't look at yourself and say, Kuti, Inna might not be. No. That's not what we do here. This is for everyone. It's
for the gal them.
Yeah. And
all the gal them.
Yeah, baddie in chief.
Absolutely. I love the baddies.
Yeah. She you remember coming to the shows in Harare and you're like, Chinepu. Creme de la creme.
Yeah. The girls were dressed up. You can do it.
Wow.
Yeah, you bring the girls out. So
no. Hey, you're just trying to.
Do you know what, Ka? It's a perfect opportunity. When I go say, I never meet anyone.
Yeah.
I don't have a man. Or I can't find a girl out here in the sticks of Poland.
Yeah.
There's gonna be girls. Yeah. Like, if you want to meet a girl, come to the show.
Yeah.
With Germany, if you want to meet a girl, come to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
See, I told you, you're good at bringing people together.
Yeah, especially.
I think next time you need to talk about all the people who've actually met at your shows, fell in love, got married, had kids. Because they either came to a show or Madrofia socials or...
Yeah, Madrofia socials was special, man.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Special. But shout out to you guys. Shout out to my Mayita. Are you going to tell people your real name?
My mate is my real name.
No. Like, people think your name on social media is your real name.
Nisi. Nisi is my real name, guys. Like, that's my real name. Don't worry about it. My mate is cool.
All right. Imagine if it turns out none of this shit was recording.